Hello, hello, this is Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts. I'm back and I am working on the Coffee and Chocolate album, or journal, sorry. Right now I'm looking for my timer. It's buried. I buried it. Where did I bury it to? I don't know. Normally it's just right here. I have glue. I have one of these. I'm going to need one of those. Right here. I'm going to start my timer. Oh, I'm going to restart my timer. There we go. Okay. So now, yesterday I said I wouldn't come back with this until I had these sewn together. Well, I always change my mind. So anyway, I am back today. I want to just show you what I have done so far for pages in this. 4 signatures I want to do similar to this one, and I may change this one as we go here just a little bit. So I want to put this beautiful coffee dyed paper on the inside. Now this is like baking paper that you put on a cookie sheet. And anyway, this is coffee dyed. I don't know. This may have came from Carol. Carol, did this come from you? I know I've done some too, but it may have come from Carol. It's got some beautiful ones. Beautiful ones. Okay, so then I have coffee dyed paper, and then I put in here one of these. And this is from a new old catalog. Small Houses of the 20s. And Sears and Roebuck used to make these. This is a reprint of the 1926 house catalog. And you could buy a house this way. So, anyway, I thought that was very interesting, so I went ahead and bought the new one because, as a junk journaler, I know I can grunge this baby out. And I folded this one in like this so that they could look at the whole advertisement on both sides, except for the chimneys sticking up off the top of the roof there. And I just thought that would be kind of interesting to look at. We'll grunge that up a little bit. Now I did leave on this side this little piece of paper. And we're going to put on that something. Now we have some of our paper here. And we do have this beautiful paper. And we could take this and apply it to this and cut it off. We'd have 2 pieces, one for each side. We could glue it on the inside here, and this would be just a little tuck. Or you could turn it into a fold out. That would be kind of cool to make a fold out. Let's see what else we have. We have coffee beans. Oh, we have that. Ooh. It could be a pocket for a big journaling card. That's kind of a cool idea. And it could be, where's one of those pages? Like this. Could just be an advertising page. I don't like that. Not that one either. Okay, hang on. Got lots of papers out here for this project. It could have these as a fold out. This would be attached, and then these would pull out, and you could journal on them, each one on the back. That's kind of a cool idea. And the other would be to attach journaling cards to it. And you could use those to write on and fold them out. So that is 3 or 4 ideas there. So what should we do? Well, we have four sections that we can do something with. I do love this, and I do love this. So I think maybe we'll take this one and we'll cut it off the same length as this piece of paper here. It's not quite 8.5 inches tall. So I think we'll do that. I'm going to cut it off right there. Let me move my inks. And let's see, where did that mark go? Oh boy. There it is, right there. Right there. Now this can be a pocket either side. And this. So, now we have a choice on this piece. We have choices. Let's bring this back over. Let me fold this in just so I don't mess it up. I'll take these two and put them here. Now we can glue it down to right there. And then we can fold this one in. This would be a pocket. And then we could fold this to right out. Well, let's go in just a little bit further because we never know how much we're going to have to cut off the side here to make it actually fit into the journal. Okay, so let's bring this page out now. And we're going to make a pocket over here, right? Right. Righto, she says. So, so this piece, oh, you don't want to shove this all the way in because it'll get caught up in it will get caught up in stuff. So I think we'll leave about 1/4 of an inch between here and the fold. Let me give you a fold line to look at. You don't have to do this part if you don't want. It's mostly for you to see what I'm doing. Okay, so there is our fold line. This goes in our signature. This is going to go this way. Don't worry about this extra piece down there yet. And we're going to put this right in here, but we're going to leave about 1/4 inch here so that we don't run into problems with the rest of this. I think I will also go ahead and fold this little piece in to strengthen it up a little bit, since it's going to become have a heavy piece of paper on it. So first let's glue that piece down. And that's just, what? That's 11/16 of an inch, almost 3/4 of an inch there. And it's just to add strength to this side. because it's going to, oh, I was going to make it into a pocket, wasn't I? Ooh. Well, then fold it back out. No sense in changing what I'm doing. We can put a piece of paper over it. Okay. It's going to be a pocket on the outside of here. Okay, so let's do that first. Let's make this pocket. So we're going to glue it here on the top, that little, however long it is, and then we're going to glue along here. Keep it about, I don't know, a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch away from the fold. And then up this way. Make sense? Not yet, huh? Okay. Oh, and I said not to put that so close, didn't I? Well, take that little piece off. Because that's going to go into the fold. We don't want it in the fold. When I say tutorial, I mean I'm going to give you a tutorial, but there might be quick mistakes in it. So give yourself about that 1/2 of an inch there. There we go. Okay, now take this in there. Do not put it into the fold like that. Bring it out just a little ways. I know, you're probably thinking, what the heck is she doing? It would be easier to show you this way. I've got glue all over the place now. Okay, so there we have that. Now, because I have accidentally put glue here where I didn't want it, I need to strengthen that up. I do have some washi tape, and I have this washi tape from scrapbook.com. It's $49 in market, and it is repositionable fabric tape assortment. We're not going to reposition it. We are going to put this baby down and glue it so it is permanent. It needs to be permanent. And we're just going to take it from over this edge onto this piece. It is very repositionable. It has little stamps on it. It hardly has any sticky at all on it. And it's going to go from there to here. Got a little extra there, don't we? It's okay, we like extra. I'm going to use my permanent glue stick. This is Scotch Create. Now, I don't know if they can have continued to make Scotch Create. I haven't run out of mine yet, but I do have purple tape that doesn't say it's permanent. That is one of their new tapes. And I've tested it somewhere, but I can't remember where it was at. Okay, so right along there. Well, we can't do that, because, oh yeah, we can. Because our pocket is on the other side. Okay. Our permanent tape is now, our repositionable tape is now permanent. Okay, now we have this little pocket here. It's not much of a pocket yet. We're going to change that. We're going to add something here. Perhaps we'll add some of this bag on this side. Or perhaps add some of the beans on that side. And need to cut this off here, not that far, right about here. I'm going to make a pretty dark line so I can see it down to here. Oh, what was that? An envelope. A secret envelope has fallen to the floor. And now this way. About there. Okay. Now I'm going to glue this along this edge and leave a little space over here for it to go into the spine of the journal. Now I know this matches up, but it won't. We're going to fix that. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue that piece down. Going to glue the whole thing down to that little piece of paper. Try and squish the glue towards the inside and not to the outside of the piece there. There we go. Now we have a little tuck spot. We can throw some tickets in there now. Save your little repositionable. Might need it for something. Don't know what, but we might need it. Okay. Now, this piece, bring it over to here, and I want you to fold it back right in front of that pocket. Just like that. I don't want it to go over that pocket, so I'm going to bring it back a little bit more. Even though I've already put a fold in it, I'm going to take that fold out and put a new one in. There we go. Okay, right there. Now, from that line this way to the right, I want you to cut off about a half of an inch, leave about a half of an inch here. So let's do it this way. See if I can tear that off of there. Let's see. Let's go this way. No, that's not going to work either. So, I don't know. Let's just cut it. let's not be too brave. Let's just cut it. Like this. And I don't know how I managed to mess things up in here so bad. Got my pencils all over the place. I have lots of books out because I've been tearing pages out of them to figure out what I wanted to put in here. Okay, leave about a half of an inch. Right about there. Now we have this extra piece. And now refold this to the inside. Like that. And then gently nip this little corner right there. And the one right over here. Just from the fold line to the outside. Okay? And that is going to go right here. And we're going to glue this down this side and this bottom. Okay? And that is going to make a nice little pocket for us. And right here. Just to the fold line. Okay, so now we have this cute little pocket for a big tag or a journaling card, a little skinny notebook. And we're going to put in a thumb hole. I'm going to use my whale tail to make my thumb hole here. Now you can make it thumb hole on both sides if you like, or you can just make it on one side. There we go. And so now we have our little tuck spot right here. There we go. And now we have our little envelope right there. Now I'm going to cut this little piece off just so it lines up. And that little paper should be glued over in here and nothing on the inside except for that little piece that we just folded in. Okay? So now let's take the rest of this and figure out what we can do to make it look like we've set our coffee down on it. I have all kinds of coffee spatters. I have these, and I have this one that came with the kit. Now I love that. I think that's very pretty. So that's a Stamperia. I'm not sure who this one is by, thecraftersworkshop.com. TCW454. TCW454. Thecraftersworkshop.com. Okay. This one is from scrapbooking.com, which is Edith over at Scrapbooking with Me. Or it might be scrapbookingwithme.com. Not sure. So I do think that we'll use one of those right over here. And this is where you'll need to get one of your brushes, like this, and your ink. And this is Vintage Photo, and this is a Distress ink on Vintage Photo. And we're just going to put a little bit of staining on here. And perhaps some drips. Like that. And you know, coffee's not always the same color. So we do have we have potting soil here. I'm just going to use the same ink pad, or same brush, and add some different things over here. Got the letter C there. Oh, it's an E, coffee. There we go. Got the word coffee in there. And put that little stain in there. And put that back on. Thought I brought my really grungy one, my espresso, but I did not. I did bring coffee color. Ooh, look at that. Oh, I like that. Put a little bit of vintage photo in there with it. Okay, so now our really cool paper we put in there has some interest to it. So let's go add some interest to the other side. And now we're going to use this one that came with the mixed media, came with the coffee and chocolate kit from Shannon at Mixed Media, Minnesota. And I'm going to just kind of turn it a little sideways. Put the ink in a little different color here. The text on the newspaper, a little different color. And we'll get a little lighter as we go. And so there we go. Now we have some really nice stains on it. We've really been thinking about this house a lot. So it has a lot of character because we really want to build this one. And there we go. Oh, it needs some down here, doesn't it? So let's go down here and let's put in the letter from Aunt Mary. There we go, a little bit of script. So there we go. Now we are set to put this in our book. The edge is all secure. We have a pocket and a pocket. So we have created our first pocket in our new journal signature. So let's go ahead and plop that inside of there. And that has not only given us a new page, but it has, given us this pocket too, which we know we're going to need. And so back here you could add a little pocket. We have a little cutoff from the other side we could use. It could be a little tuck spot, just like that. Or we should have sewn that on. That would have been cool. Oh, my shoulder hurts. Let me think about that one. Okay, then I put in this page. Now this is from Montgomery Ward's catalog. And I just took a page out of it, and because it doesn't fit, I went ahead and just folded it in half. Now once again, you're going to have to sturdy these pages up if you're using a very old catalog. So I'm going to put this, I think I'll put it on the inside. And let's straighten that out. So our ice is finally melting. You'll probably hear it sliding off the roof. Scared the daylights out of me earlier when it started sliding. Our trees got some damaged trees, so we'll going to have to make a nice big bonfire this year and burn a bunch of tree branches. Okay. There we go. Now we have that little bit left over, so that could break right there. I hope not, but it could. Now we can fold this page and be assured that it's going to stay in our book. So there is that page. Then we have two more writing pages. And then this is an old placemat. I got this from Emily at Vintage Polka Dot Shop. And it definitely has to have some coffee stains on it. So let me find my coffee staining one. Let's go with this. It's not really a coffee stain, but kind of a cool stain, isn't it? Yeah, look at that. That's cool. And then we'll put this down the side here. And this is Vintage Photo this time. So now you can write on here, or you can not write on here. It's kind of up to you. You can write around these coffee drops. And now we need to go to the inside. Oh, you can see the ink coming through. And I think on this one, I'm just going to add the butterflies. Just for a little fun. Now I forgot to check and make sure I had them on there straight. So I may not. But that just adds a little bit of interest there. And then over here, let's just put a little bit of text. Put some of it in really dark. And then maybe a little bit down here. There we go. So now we have this page done. This page can still be written on. Then I put in, I used one of my ledgers, and I pulled this out of the middle of the ledger, and then I cut off the sides and the bottom to make it fit as a page. Now this is pretty strong paper, so I don't think I'm going to need to put any washi tape on this one. I do think that maybe I'll go around and just add a little bit of ink around the edges. And perhaps a fingerprint. But I don't want it to really be mine, so I'm going to put another one over it. couple of fingerprints. See? There we go. And let's go to this side. I'll go ahead and grunge up the back too, just so it kind of shows a little bit. So it's just a little grungy. And we better do something in here. Doesn't have to go all the way around. It just needs to be a little here and there. Or you can go all the way around very neatly if you want. And there we go. So now we've done this page. And let's see what's next. Then I have some more. I have 2 more pages of coffee dyed paper. And I have this one. Now this is the bottom of that one of these. And what I've done is I've left the long part on the edges going out this way. See, this was the middle of the ledger. I've just folded these in so they can be folded out and written on both sides. It's pretty simple. I think I'll go ahead and ink up some of that, but this time I'm going to use my coffee. This is acid-free archival ink in coffee color by Ranger. And so this time I'm just going to go around the edges. And I want to get this edge too. And this one. It does tend to make a lot of noise when you're inking. And then you'll probably want to go ahead and flip this one opposite and ink it up. Because it's old, that will probably show. And to the inside. You don't have to really ink this one because it's in the spine. And it looks like that one's been done. A little bit along there, and finish up on the inside here. So I'll show you how I'm doing this first signature, and then every signature that's in the book will be done very similar. If I do something different on that first pocket page, I will definitely make that one with you. And there we go. Now this page is done. Now, about this page, if you want, we have those extra stripes that came off of pieces we cut. You can put that on there if you'd like, on the edge, like that. You could cut this little piece and put it on there, just as a little doodad on there. What else do we have? That one. We have this one. This is a nice tiny one. I like that. That just lets you know that there's something there that you could pick up and open. So let's put that one on this side. You can grunge this up if you like. I won't do that right now. And if I can find my clock, we'll look at how much time I've had you. Probably longer than I think. So there we go. Now that lets people know that there's something there. Let's look at it. So that sometimes you can't really tell what you can pull open and what you can leave closed. And there's that one. Oh, here's this one. Oh, I like that side. I like both sides. You can leave it as a whole piece like this, or you can cut it in half and make it small like the other one. I think I'm going to leave mine like this. Just going to cut this little piece off up here. That leaves me a little doodad to use on another page, doesn't it? But this just, you know, lets people know that there's something else there. What could it be? Better check it out. Oh, I didn't know that page opened all the way. That kind of thing. And there we go. And if it's sticking out the bottom, this would be a good time to clip that little piece off right there. And there we go. Another page is done. Okay, then I had another coffee dyed paper. And I have this. I would like to put in another one of those. I really love those wax paper things. I think they look really cool over the coffee dyed cover here. We'll come back to that. Then I had this page out of a flower book. And I thought, you know, that's so pretty. I took the edges off. The top and bottom was, this is the length it was. But it has this on the back. So what I've done over here is I've taken a piece of coffee dyed paper and I'm cutting it down to fit so I can cover up this back. I'm going to put it right over to the edge. This does have a little tear in it right there. I'm just going to pull that little piece off. Now it doesn't fit exactly top to bottom, but that's okay. We're going to use it anyway. We're going to pop it right off the edge over there. Oh, look at that. That's better. I like that. Ooh, let's put it on this side. Because this shows a little better, doesn't it? Now, if there's extra sticking out over here, we can cut that part up too. So, no worries. No worries on any of it. I am pulling papers from everywhere for this journal. So it's partially a junk journal and partially a preprint decorative paper journal. You know, it's okay. People want it one way or the other, but I tell you, when you're making them, it can be either or, because you don't want to get tired of what you're doing. So to me, it's better to just kind of go with the flow and let things land where they must. I'm going to cut that little piece off right there. And probably this bottom I might even up. We'll see. I'm going to put this over here. This one may get washi tape down the center just to cover some of that, because I can see my tear was very crooked. There we go. We'll see about that bottom. There's a way to fix everything. It's just a matter of, like if you saw my snowman, he ended up with a mustache. Now, he wasn't supposed to, but I boo-booed on it, and so my snowman ended up with a mustache. But that's okay. How many snowmen do you see that have mustaches, right? I'm going to glue on this side of this paper. A little bit here and there. Don't want to glue all the way to the edge because I know it's going to hang over here. Maybe it's not. But I can see that it's hanging over here. Not hanging over here. That side does not have a hangover. What I need is this. This works, your bone folder works for this to get your page to glue down completely, or one of those really neat scraper things works. Okay, yes, I can see that that has to have some washi tape here. I'm going to clip this little piece off because I broke my rule and I got into the fold line. And if you get into the fold line, it's kind of a problem. And we'll get our tape. I like this fabric tape. I hope it does stay permanent since I'm putting permanent glue on it. But it may not. You know, I don't know. Scooch it up that way a little bit. Okay, that works. So I think what I'll do is trim this down just a little bit on the bottom. Probably going to regret doing that on here. Let's see if that looks better. Yep. And I'm going to trim it a little at the top. Just a little. Just a tad. I'm going to start in the middle. There we go. It's crooked. Crooked as all get out. No, I guess not. Maybe it is. That's better. And then you could trim this off if you want, or you can just clip that out so it matches your paper. There we go. So now we have our next page done for our journal. Is this the way I'm going? Yes. Let me grab the front cover. So I'm keeping it all together, not separating it into the piles over here. The reason there's piles is because there's 4 signatures, and so each signature has a pile of papers in it. Okay, then I have 2 more of these, and I have another ledger paper. We're right at 49 minutes, so This ledger paper, I'll probably go ahead, maybe I'll put something on it. Maybe like some math paper along here or something. I think I have some old math paper. I think that would look cool. Then I have 3 more coffee dyed, another ledger paper. This is the chopped off bottom part. And again, I'll probably put something on there, or maybe on this one. What if we made it into a pocket on each side? We could do that. But still, why not? I like that idea. So we'll just put some glue right here. And some glue right here. And now we're going to have a pocket in our signature where we don't have to add super bulk. We'll probably put a little cover over this part and leave that open for writing. There we go. Nice little pocket right there. And we'll flip it over here. And we'll use that pocket too. And there we go. Some little pockets on there. We'll be able to put some advertisements there or something. That'll be cool. So now that one's done. Just make sure if you're going to fold this into a pocket that you leave space here in case you have to trim your pages down. And then I have 3 more coffee dyed, and I have another catalog. Now this is out of a big old Montgomery Ward catalog, and I took the strings and cut them so I could pull out the pages. And I left it as an advertisement so that it can be looked at and read. So let's put, this is a fragile paper, it's very old. It is from, let's see, where is it? Where's the catalog? Oh, a 1922 Montgomery Ward catalog. And it is hardbound. I got it off of eBay. I bid on it. I won the bid for about 10 bucks. Not probably what they wanted. They probably wanted to make a fortune on it, but sometimes you get really lucky. And I did on this one, so there we go. I do go through eBay every now and then, and I look at the catalogs and I look at the ledgers. If there's something on there that hasn't been bid on, I'll bid on it. If you know, if it's catalog or a ledger. And I've gotten some really nice ledgers that way. And I got a couple of catalogs this way. One of them I sent to my niece, Josephine, because she had originally shared with me an old catalog pages that I used to use a lot. I still have parts of the catalog left, but I haven't really used my catalogs in a long time. I really want to start doing that. Now you don't need to put washi on both sides. What's going to happen here if this does rip is this tape will have some stick left to it, and it will stick in the journal, and it will be sewn in too. So you won't have to worry about that. Okay, so this is not a writing page or anything. It's just an advertisement that you might like to look at. I just love these. I love seeing what things cost, and so this one is right up against there. And that, my friends, creates a beautiful signature. And like I said, I do love these pages. I almost love them to go over these But I think that's probably going to be thick enough. So let's take a quick peek. Well, yeah. Bunch of writing pages, a placemat, smudginess, writing space, coffee, pretty picture. And we covered the back, some more writing space, writing space, writing space, and an advertisement to look at. And if we go clear to the back, we have this page that we grunged up pretty good. And then we also have the other half of this one. So there we go. So that makes a pretty fine signature, I would say. So my next job on this signature will be to even all these pages up with this front one. Now I can see that this is going to get in the way of that. So I will actually have to fold this one in even more, like this. And because of that, I'll probably have to fold it in here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now, so I don't accidentally cut that edge off, because I'd feel really bad if I did, since I have this idea of how I wanted to do it. There, you see, now it's in there quite a ways. So that should be okay. Yeah, that is inside of here, and that's what we want. So these will get trimmed up. A lot of times I will just trim them with my knife. This one, you could trim page by page or with your knife. That's just kind of up to you, what you're most comfortable with. So when we come back, we will work on some ephemera that will go inside of our journals, like for these pockets that we're putting in and these tucks. And then we have this little pocket page we just now put in back here, wherever it is, don't know, but we have that one that we made, and I don't know where it went, to be honest with you. It's disappeared, this one. We will go ahead and cover this pocket, and then we'll see. I think probably I'll just leave this for writing, but we might grunge it up a little bit, put a little coffee stain on it or something. So there we go. Part 2 tutorial down. Let me know if I've left something out. Let me know if you have a question. I will be more than happy to answer it. I probably won't add any more papers to this one, other than papers that might make a pocket. This will make great pockets. So I will probably be adding things like that to this. My plan is, my goal is, to use up as much of the coffee paper as I can. The coffee and chocolate. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you've had fun doing this, and I hope that you will come along and join me. And that doesn't fit. Let's see. This fits. No. I hope you'll come along and join me and work on your album, your journal. And I hope you'll come along and put your glue caps on like I need to do right now. Otherwise I will forget. What else? Oh, I do want to sew around a lot of these pages So I will be doing that, but not on camera. If you feel like you need to see me sew on camera, please let me know, and I would be happy to do that for one of the signatures. I don't mind. I don't want to do all of the signatures like that on camera because it would just take too long. It takes forever to sew on a page. So I guess all I have is this one as a mark there. I had these I was going to put in there too, but I took that out. I felt bad I cut up my traveler's check thing here. Darn it. So, yeah. Let's just set that in there so we can see what it does. And then we have a tag and everything works out great. So, onward ho with coffee and chocolate, and I will see you on Monday because I think this lands on Friday. Bye. Thanks for joining me. Remember, questions down below and I will give them an answer as quickly as I can, and I will see you all tomorrow. Let me know what you want to do. Bye.